Have no fear. You guys might know us.
Hey everyone, so I was here in Detroit and found out that these guys from Have No Fear live here.
Yes,
and I stopped by and they were kind enough to meet with me and answer some questions. So hey you guys.
What's
up? What's up everybody? We are Have No Fear.
H&F.
Yes, H&F, man. I'm Skyline. I don't know if y'all know I'm Skyline.
Johnny Adachi.
I'm the one they call D9.
He's the Yosman of the group.
Most attractive.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. All right, so I'm very curious to know about you guys. So I want to know your story. How is it that you guys become Have No Fear?
I think you should answer that one, probably, because he was kind of the origin of the Have No Fear.
So, cool story, guys. They stole it from me.
Guilty.
You can't see it, but tattooed on my right arm is Have No Fear. Okay? You can't see it from there.
It was just good.
You just got it right.
Okay. We'll zoom in later. It actually started out back in 2013. Skyline here have been in music for years. So when me and my cousin, people don't know me and John's cousin, when we got together, we wanted to do music. We knew to come to Skyline to help us produce music, right? Long story short, we linked up and we gave Skyline our idea that instead of doing like negative music a lot, we would do something more positive because we play games. And we said, hey, we could talk about drugs and females and all this other stuff, but we're gonna do something different. We're gonna talk about video games first, along with our normal music. So Skyline made the Alliance beat in 2013. A lot of people may know. He made that from the Stormwind sample, which was dope.
Yeah.
He came to it and
he came to me with that, and he was basically like, this was before that Blizzcon had never had an actual, they didn't have a talent contest yet. So we didn't even know that we were going to have an opportunity to actually perform that. But Have No Fear really did start around the origin of that song, the Alliance song. And he sent me the sample, I worked on the sample, and we came up with a beat, and then it's just like, from there, really once we heard that song and we were able to kind of get it out to some of the other Blizzard fans, we were like, we really saw that we had something, so we kept going forward with it. It was his name though. He already had the name.
It was mine. I said that every time I'm gonna get on the song, okay? Don't judge me. I said that when it's my turn, so you got certain rappers that say, it's Weezy baby for they rap or something like that. I said I would yell, Have No Fear, D9 is here. Then I start rapping like a superhero, like Have No Fear, Superman.
Me and Dre just look at each other like.
So they sat there like,
like H&F?
Have No Fear.
That sounds pretty good.
Me and John were in a group. We made a group called Hybrid, and we were a duo. And then we came to Skyline with our ideas. And he had so many good ideas, we decided let's just be a trio. So that's what happened. And
Ball's been rolling ever
the
since.
H&F baby was made.
Very nice. So you guys were friends then who played video games, right?
Yeah, we go back to school.
Yeah, we know each other since
6th grade, maybe.
Yeah.
Which games did you play back then? And
Halo.
That's it.
Yeah, that was I was
deep. You talking
Oh,
about?
that's like Smash Bros. Time?
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers.
We played a lot of stuff. We played almost every game. So we had a big group of friends that we're still friends with. So anything we could be competitive in, fighters, Tekken, Street Fighter, shooters, Halo, Smash. Played World of Warcraft. That's started out with Warcraft. That happened, and then everyone got hooked, and then we just from there.
I jumped on the Blizzard train a little bit late, which I think we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I didn't actually start playing the Blizzard games. I didn't start playing World of Warcraft until Mr. Pandaria. So he literally had been trying to tell, like, we would play basketball a lot.
Yep.
And when we was in the court, I mean, he'd be telling me like, man,
you gotta play World of Warcraft.
They finally got me when they told me that a druid could turn into a bird and you could fly around. I'm like, I could be a bird?
I could be a bird.
I'm like, all right, I might need to check this out now. So yeah.
You better can guess when you started playing World of Warcraft exactly?
When?
In September of 2012. 7 years ago.
How would you know that?
Because this year, Mr. Pandaria is completing 7 years.
Oh,
7 years already.
Yeah, I know, right?
I remember driving and you know what's funny? I remember driving in my car, coming home from work, and I remember seeing people on Facebook like talking about BlizzCon. This was before we ever went. And I remember people like, oh, Panthers are in the game. I'm like, what?
I was like, no way.
I remember trying to go on like a website while I'm driving, trying to see what they added. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember making a monk and all that stuff. Like,
7 years
Hey,
ago.
monks are dope.
that's
dude.
7
Dope.
years ago.
7 years, September 25.
That was like our
2012.
first. That was like our first year. Wow.
So tell me about your life in World of Warcraft. So you started playing World of Warcraft with them after, right, Scott?
Yeah, they were.
We played the vanilla, so I played vanilla.
Oh, you did?
I believe you
I played a bit of vanilla.
We played vanilla, so we played vanilla a lot.
So Horde or Alliance?
Okay.
How dare you?
My story is complex.
You know I was gonna ask.
I'll go
that.
first. My story is very complex. First character I ever made was a Night Elf Warrior. First character ever.
Everybody's just curious.
Then I went Horde because I just wanted to be a Tauren. I was like, I want to be a Tauren Warrior. They were just badass. Like,
They
this
do
looks
look
badass. I
sweet
was like,
Taurens.
I gotta go Horde. So I was Horde for a long time, probably from the end of Vanilla all the way to, man, what was it, Draenor? Yeah, wow. Long time Horde. Then I went Alliance. Went back Alliance.
I have to say that in my because we've been playing vanilla and I switched over and I've been playing Horde, but yeah,
Classic.
in classic. But I'm Alliance. It's blue and gold.
This is just wrong.
I would say currently I'm Horde.
Here's how
I
it works.
flip-flop.
Okay,
I had to.
we were Alliance, and I was Alliance. Everybody started. You wanted to be a Night Elf. I didn't want to be a troll or whatever. So I was Alliance, and then Burning Crusade, the Blood Elves came out. And I thought they were kind of sweet because I like Legolas, so I joined the Horde. The Horde were way more mature, so you got to play a lot of more games and all that. It was cool. I got to get a lot of experience raiding and stuff. And then when Have No Fear was created, there was too many Horde rappers. See, this is a cool story people don't know. Gang Squad, all the other rappers, the Drill Boys, there were too many Horde rappers. We were going to make a Horde song. We were going to come out as the Horde. People don't know this, but we saw there was too many Horde groups and too many Horde rock groups. The Horde gets a lot of love.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people think that they dope and savage.
For the
We're in
Horde.
Detroit. We've been savage.
Yeah, I know,
We've
low
been
tar,
through
but
that. Okay,
it was
it's like
just-
glory
just
gives to
right.
the Alliance. We sat there and was like,
There was
we
a
like-
void.
Just like in our city, we're the underdogs. We fight from the bottom. We've been there.
I will say PvP and 5
so
on
we
1
like
is
to
fun.
come and represent the
Oh my
underdogs.
God, yes,
so
Horde.
we made an Alliance song. That's why the Alliance have us. That's why we did that.
How is it that you represent the underdog, but you support the Alliance into your Alliance?
Because
The Alliance is the underdog.
The Alliance and the community
I just
wise.
wanted to make
community-wise.
it.
The community.
We
In
know.
game, it's
Come on
fun.
now.
No, come on. We get a
Horde.
20% bonus for enlistment bonus. Don't
Look.
let it. I know
Sorry.
we get a 20% bonus if we get that. What's that quest we get for killing 25 Horde?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We get a specific quest.
Yeah.
Just because we don't have.
Yeah,
enough
because the
people, so-
population is like
It's fun.
Yep.
clearly
It
like
went from like 5% to 20%. That's 15% since the game.
I think we like to fill a void too. I mean, we like to if there's a space where, there could there's something that could be useful or something that we could put in the space that's empty, then we want to do it. I mean, that's one of the main reasons that we created Have No Fear in the first place, because like you said, it's just like I think we can do something a little bit different. So even if it did start out like that, it ended out like blue and gold is in my blood now. So
Yeah, now we're there.
What are you gonna do?
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
We are
Well,
playing Horde in Classic though.
Yeah,
so-
I'm about to say I'm playing classic heavy, so I'm Horde there.
That's good. See, at the end of the day,
It's
We made an orc. We called ourselves the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, we're running around all the orcs with a bunch of
I like
turtles.
that.
Yep.
Okay, now let's get to that point where I finally found you guys. I know that you've been to Blizzcon before, but I myself personally saw you last year, and there's that song that I really love that you guys sang. It's about the Alliance and the Hordes, but you talk about the Alliance more. But that's
No,
a
we
really
do not.
I love that. I love
She
that
probably
song.
went to bar for bar like
How does
one,
it go
two,
again?
4 more
War mode
activated.
Glory to the Alliance, right?
Glory to Alliance, glory to Alliance. We done with war mode. Activate the horde. We'll triumph. The horde will triumph.
Right.
Something like that. We gave them both some love. See, they each got their own chance.
Exactly, I love that.
That was
That's
the-
a fabulous.
Mode activated. Glory to Alliance. Yeah. Glory to Alliance. Yeah. Glory to Alliance. We yelling war mode activated. The Horde will triumph. The Horde will triumph. We strong. We violent.
And then, Chris Madsen publicly said that he loves you guys. And I wanted to know, how were you found by Blizzard, and how did that relationship start?
Well, actually, Sir Daniel back here just kind of found a little talent contest and decided we should enter in. We was kind of like,
Yeah,
let's do it.
Blizzard didn't technically find us. We found them with that contest. We had already made the song though, and then D9 called us like, "Hey, they have a talent contest," and we're like,
Yeah, it was almost crazy how it happened. It almost felt like it was supposed to be.
That was
because
supposed to
when
happen.
when we first made
Perfect
Have
timing.
No Fear, we were talking about like, oh man, and I used to tell Skyline over the phone like, Blizzard's the type of community with Leroy Jenkins, a lot of
Yeah.
people where the community's so cool and close. Like Blizzard would find viral videos and they invite them out, and it'd be cool because they get to meet people. So I was like, we may be able to make this song because there's no Alliance music period, and maybe somebody will like it. And that's what I was banking on. So then out of nowhere, one day I was just scrolling down Facebook and I saw, hey, you got 5 days to enter the Blizzcon talent contest. I was like, what is this? Look at the rules, and they created a whole contest. Mind you, the year before, there was no Blizzcon. So Blizzard took a break in 2012, right? Because they had all the games they were coming out with. So 2011 was the last one. So this is all new stuff with Blizzard. We were in the first ever Blizzard talent contest. They made that. We didn't know it existed. We knew nothing about it.
So we ended up doing the song, we ended up sending it out, and then in terms of how we actually met Chris Madsen, that was after the performance. Randomly, we were walking around the like where the food trucks are at, and his wife,
his
actually
wife found
approached
us.
us.
She was like, "Oh crap!" It's cool because they kind of like, you can tell how serious Blizzard is about like their games and community. Because like they were like, "Oh, this is sweet!" Like they were like excited like us. Like they were like kids, and it was cool because it wasn't just like, "Oh, we're just some big wigs. That's cool. You did something." So,
Yeah.
they found us. Like and they found us.
Yeah, they found
was
us.
like,
She came up to us and she basically was like, "What do you guys want to meet Chris Madsen?" And we're like,
Yeah.
what?
I literally lost it. I was like, "What?"
So
And then we walked up to him. And he was like, "Oh!" We were like, "Oh!"
Like, you
And then
guys
we
know
hugged
you,
him.
man,
He
you.
was like, "We love you." Like, dude, you guys are crazy. You guys are
yeah.
nuts. So it was
That's
just
pretty dope.
It was a crazy experience. He said that he enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
He said that he liked the fact that he listened to the song.
he explained to us. We even got to talk to him about the creation of Warcraft. We talked about how he had the
lore,
ideas in his notebook. He would go to school and he would come home and he had an idea for a game, and it's just to hear about the inception of Warcraft. That was
inspirational.
It's amazing.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
Huge.
the ideas they did. So
Motivational
he's
factor
really
for
cool.
He's super cool guy. And then he was nice enough to tweet about us, and we saw it, and we
Yeah,
shared
that
it.
was crazy too.
Yeah, we were just
That
happy
was
to see
nice.
somebody like, he said it in public. So it was cool.
And how did you? How was the reaction of from the community? Did you feel anything, from that presentation that you guys did?
Way more positive than I thought. Of course, there's always gonna be negativity. People, you're not gonna please everyone. That's cool. But the amount of horde that walked up to me after that and was like, you know what?
Oh my
I'm
God.
horde, but you guys are cool.
Yeah.
That was enough for me right there. I was like,
It
thank
was
you.
so
Oh,
many
That happened
people.
so
That happened
There
a
was
lot.
so
I
many
was
people after the first year of
definitely
2013. There was so many people that would walk up to us and be like, and I thought they would be angry or they would be upset that hip hop was there.
there were those people. There
There wasn't a lot of rap at Blizzard. There wasn't rap at BlizzCon. That didn't
think there
exist
was
before
anyone
us. Like it was Elite Torn Chieftain. It was Ozzy Osbourne. It was stuff like that. Like people didn't even know that we were coming. And when it happened, it just blew people that something different showed up. So we got a lot of look. I don't even like rap, but you guys are great. And it was cool. The community was like, hey, look, I don't even care for rap. Still don't like rap, but I like that you guys got up there and did something. That was really cool.
And that's also
And there's people like, I don't like, there's the horde haters that were like, you guys are all right, but we'll still kill you. It's like, we'll kill you. So it's like, hey, it was okay. Right?
It is a lot of that. A lot.
So
of that.
definitely mostly positive from the community. I mean, we get just
Yeah, you're gonna get
comments
negative.
and like we got a whole bunch of we would look like hashtag Have No Fear, hashtag HNF. And
Yeah, that was cool.
people were tweeting about it, so it was overall.
Twitter went crazy when
mostly
they saw that first year. It was like, there's people that can rap, what? And talk about the Alliance on top of that. Like, who else? Because Alliance kind of looks like the dainty, clean kind of faction. So
the proper
used to
ones,
get out there.
Used to.
Now it's like,
Used to. I'm sure y'all probably still
shining.
think so,
Still
but not us, not the Alliance people.
It's rough out here.
So, the name of your group or band is Have No Fear. So why is that?
Because we have no fear. No, I'm just kidding. No,
We're fearless.
We're fearless.
The fearless bunch.
Well, we kind of touched on this earlier. We liked once he gave us the idea that he had for Have No Fear, because basically we were throwing out ideas. Like, I think somebody was like the Amigos. No, nobody said the Amigos, but we were throwing out ideas, and he threw out Have No Fear. And I think one of the biggest things was the acronym HNF. We were like, we kept saying that. We kept saying that. We were like, that rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, we did. I remember.
And then I'm like,
You
Have
tried
No
other
Fear.
stuff?
That applies to us so, like, to the core.
Yeah, go
You
for
know?
it.
And it really has, like, it's been like a mantra for us. I mean, because really, when we go year after year, there's not a reason for us to necessarily have fear. But whenever you get on stage in front of 20,000 people, there's a little bit of fear,
lot
like,
more
regardless.
Man.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I
Something to
think,
think about.
I think it's something we embody. I think Have No Fear is something that we embody, and it's something we're going to continue to do.
Yeah, it's trying to live by every day. We try to do different, just like our album Hybrid. We try to break boundaries as far as being the first group to rap at BlizzCon or just whatever. Like, people didn't know. There was going to be people that may have thought we were corny. We didn't know what to expect. We fearlessly went into it without knowing. We just kids from Detroit. And we fearlessly got on a plane, went to California, and did this song that we created. Like, now as I say it, it's crazy. Like, that's just something that we stuck by. And now it's everything we do. We try to be fearless in doing it. We don't try to let boundaries or standards stop us. Like, this is our, like, that was like our 6th year, war mode
Very
year.
nice.
So it's like, we're just fearlessly going to keep doing it our way. We're not going to sell out. We're going to keep doing stuff our way.
Very nice.
We
How
won't
about
conform to your rules.
Okay.
Sorry.
How about challenges? What is like the biggest challenge for you guys?
I think the biggest challenge is us, because we're usually really hard on ourselves. So watching ourselves back, sometimes if we don't feel like we were like the best we could be, I feel like it's challenging to either accept the fact, or it's challenging also in creating what we want to show you guys. So initially when we're creating our show, it's like, all right, well, we want to step it up. We want to do something that we didn't do last year. So, but at the same time, we want to still stay true to ourselves. So, I mean, a lot of times it's hard to just to create the show that we want to perform and not be in this box where it's like, okay, these guys are just rappers, you know. One of the biggest things I told these guys when we first started is, as a performer, I feel like when we go on stage, even though we're rappers, it's fine, there shouldn't be anything playing except the instrumental. Okay, because that's another challenge. Yeah, and they were like, well, some people when they do their set, they don't necessarily lip sync, but they have the vocals in the background with their music, so they kind of have a safety net. You know what I'm saying? If they mess up, if they miss a word or something, that's another thing. It's like, well, we're going straight. It's straight raw. It's like if we mess up,
You're going to hear it.
you're gonna hear it.
Yeah. It's taxing doing
But
it
it
all the
also
time.
gives a great. It's
I feel like it's more true to like being a performer. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't rapping and singing and, you know, being a musician, and, you know, to me they're all equal expressions of music. And I feel like we need to go out there and we need to show that. Don't try to be lazy and take the easy way out. So sometimes it can be challenging.
Okay, so back to the game now. So you know what's going on in the game. Classic is here, and then there's Sylvanas.
Oh, yeah.
Knew you were gonna go there. Oh.
Well,
Hater. Yo. Hater.
I just want to know, like, what do you guys think is gonna happen?
All right,
It's pretty
look,
much in
this
here.
how I
She
feel.
says that we are
This
nothing.
is what happened. She's not the list. She's
I'm
not
kidding. I'm kidding. I
Killed
know.
by
I know.
and then brought back as a.
First off, that's your leader. That's your queen. Sylvanas?
That's your queen? Okay.
Okay.
Jeez,
I just had to get that out. Man, what I think's gonna happen? Honestly, I don't even know. She's gonna come back, destroy everything.
After the
I don't know.
cinematic, I don't know
We gotta
if
stop, man.
I'm sure it was so. After the cinematic, it's clear Sylvanas doesn't care about the horde. So
Yeah.
another leader, right? How many leaders is that?
Not saying anything.
You should have put Bane in charge. That's y'all fault. But
Yeah.
see, you did. So now once again, we don't know who talked to Vol'jin, right? So who told him to pick Sylvanas? We still don't know that. And even though I'm an Alliance loyalist, I still know the Horde have somehow. So what I think is going to happen is Sylvanas, I think what Sylvanas actually doing is she actually destroyed Tedrasil so that she could raise them to go and fight N'Zoth. See, people think this Sylvanas is just deeply evil. I still think Blizzard's gonna spin it like she actually had a reason she's doing this.
I think so.
I think that she had to deal with. People remember in Legion, you did that dungeon where you fought Helya. She was talking to Helya before that. And you got to catch it. They have an agreement, and I believe that she literally burned Tedrasil to get as many souls so they can have an army. Raise it, because N'Zoth, after we beat Lady Ashara, N'Zoth is gonna just kind of Queen Ashara, excuse me. I think Sylvanas is trying to go for that, but she doesn't care about the Horde. That's the biggest thing. No, we all knew that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think
She said that now.
I want Tyrande to cut her
think she's
head
coming?
off.
Oh,
I want
don't do that. Don't think she's coming back.
Tyrande to come and just
You saw Ting Ting?
take her soul.
Thank
I think that, I don't know, I think the game is going in a place where they're going to make Sylvanas like an outcast. I think Thrall's going to come back and become the leader of the Horde, which would be,
He's a
That'd be
daddy
dope.
now. He
it
doesn't
don't
care.
matter.
be
It don't
dope.
matter. Come on, it don't matter. Remember Grom and Garrosh, so it's like,
Yeah, Ross.
he need to
You
come
know a
take
lot
them.
about the Horde for an Alliance player.
Hey, I'm
He knows a lot about the
I know a
lore.
lot
He
about
can
the
remember
lore.
that
There's
stuff.
a reason why these songs are so real. If you listen to our music,
Been playing
you'll
for
know.
years.
We don't just say random stuff. We're not mumbling.
That's
We
one
say
thing I
actual
like about you
facts.
guys. You guys actually are in game. You play the game. You know what you're talking about. You're just not there making music to become famous because of the game and take advantage of it. You're
Right,
actually
right,
players.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, and then even people that did play the game that would make Warcraft music would still sometimes not say anything about Warcraft in the song.
Yeah,
like
like
I don't know. It's just I think it's harder for people to hear hip hop with saying anything other than the normal stuff that they're
Yeah,
saying.
like we
Yeah,
actually
that's
say
true. That's
actual
actually true.
stories.
Yeah.
We got Warcraft songs
Sometimes we
about
like to talk about in-game. Sometimes we like to talk about lore. You know.
PvPing a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
We talk
Yep,
about
experience,
the
the
Horde,
way.
the Alliance. We talk
I
about.
had a couple of.
We made a song recently that's not even out about leaving Legion and going into Battle for Azeroth. We have not released it. but
Project
that's- Vanquish.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh,
Now it's time to
man.
leave. We knew we were gonna fight. We knew we were gonna fight the Horde. So it's like it was dope. We make stuff all the time about what inspires, and then our beats are straight. Like I don't know if you noticed it, but they are most of them except War Mode are all straight from the game.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like loading screens. Certain whenever you go to a different world, a different
We'll hear
area,
something.
yeah, we hear something like
And we'll sample it.
I'm finding this right now.
That's why a lot of people like our song Ready Check. You mentioned one of our bigger songs, Ready Check, is because it's the Thunder Bluff theme song that
Yeah.
we cut.
Very nice.
You know, it's pretty cool. I like the Alliance with Stormwind. Or like the second part of War Mode was the Alliance Garrison music.
Yeah,
or,
yeah. It was
or Warlords of Draenor. You know, we took that and made what? Warlords?
Raid Team.
Raid Team, yep. So we hear a lot. That's the thing about playing the game is like you hear so much.
Yeah,
They
that's
make
catchy.
you put in it. Blizzard
They
just
put
such
a
a
lot
good
of
job
work in
making
that
you
one.
feel like, oh, I'm in this world. I'm just, oh, I heard that. Even our new song, Vanilla, that we just released, straight the Night Elf theme song for when you end the Tedrasil thing. Like, yeah,
We have been sitting on that for a while.
We sat
too.
on that
We
one for
got
a
a lot of stuff we sat on for a while, and then we're like, I think it's time. And then
and we'll just do that. Or yeah. So whatever inspires us when we play the game is what we do. Even we'll take sounds. Like he set a bar. He was like, if you're not from Kalimdor and you're foreign, like grab the flag and hear the hornpipe. And he played the war song horn, and everyone was like, oh!
Battleground.
Like yo, it's like crazy. Like we take stuff. We want the sound. We sound bites. Anything we can hear. You know, because we're musicians. Anything we can hear, we like to incorporate. So that's pretty cool. I think as a fan, because I'm a big fan, I think that's really cool. Right?
Very nice.
You stay true to the Lord.
Okay, so 15 years. You thought 7 years was a lot, but 15 years this year at BlizzCon, Blizzard will celebrate the 15 years of World of Warcraft. And I think this year's BlizzCon is going to be like super amazing.
Oh yeah.
I
don't even know
hope
what
you
to
guys
expect.
will be there. What
hope
are you
so.
expecting from BlizzCon? I mean, 15 years, man.
It's got
It's
to
gonna be a
big.
huge celebration.
It's gonna be a celebration.
I have seen the statues that they're giving out. Those things look
Those are
amazing.
sweet.
Those look great.
Are you going?
Yeah, remember
I don't know. I
That's-
would.
Oh yeah,
I totally
yeah,
would.
yeah, that's right. Oh, I want to get one of those alliances.
I don't know what to expect,
I would
though.
say
I don't know.
like
Hopefully, we are going. We would love to go. So, I mean,
Diablo
hopefully, you
Immortal.
do see us there.
hopefully.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Warcraft 3 and Reforged is going to be. I mean,
We're probably gonna show some more on that.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But other than that, like in terms of like predictions, like I am not good at this
New
stuff.
Warcraft expansion. I can't wait. I know because I've been there for 6 years. Every other year they show a new Warcraft expansion.
Yeah.
Once
Man.
again, it is time
That
to
would
see
be
what happens.
insane.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
it
There
probably
may be a
will
new
be.
class. There may be a new spec. They may make dual spec. They
We'll
may
pair
make
us
class.
for the horde.
They may make. I heard.
The we'll pair the little.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
bull yeah,
man.
or the snake. What are the snake people? Are they?
I'm
No,
hoping
no,
for.
no. The
I
snake
like
people
them.
are okay, but
I like them.
I'd rather have the little
Oh, okay.
because they're
I heard there was
family with
rumors
the
of the
goblins,
orcs.
and I'm
They may
goblins,
have
so-
alliance orcs. They may have night elf horde. They have to do a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
new races would be super.
Because
fun.
think about it in the
Have
story.
foxes
You
and
remember
pandas
Maeve's
right now?
sister
Yeah,
died,
I'm
right?
with it.
And she got raised. There's a bunch of night elves who joined Sylvanas, and there's a lot of undead like Jaina's brother who is now.
I think you're giving
she's a dead,
spoilers
so.
for the next expansion.
I don't know. I'm just predicting. This is what I saw. But anyway,
Yeah,
new
they told us.
expansion.
They told us. Chris
They told us,
Metzen.
guys.
Chris Metzen.
Chris Metzen sent
Hey,
me
hey.
a text message said, "Hey,
So I am going to.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
just gonna be like expecting to see you guys there. I hope you guys will be there.
How
Be dope.
But in case you're not, I'd like you to give us a message for the community. What do you want to leave? What message do you want to leave for, World of Warcraft players, Horde and Alliance, the same, and also memory from you guys, from this 15 years, memory of WoW that it like come to you as like, oh my God, I remember this day, this happened.
Well, message-wise, I know that one of the biggest things, and I think that Blizzard does a good job with this, but we also we feel this too, and that is that gamers come from all walks of life. It's just so many. There's so many different people that when you meet up on Warcraft, I mean, when you meet up on any game, it's like you never know where somebody's going to be from. Like it's even
going
great
on.
that we got to meet you, but I think that message of that we come from all walks of life, and when we do come together as a community, I think we should just keep that in mind that we're all family. I feel it on stage. When I go on stage, that's one of the things, like I can feel this energy of like everybody just is there for the same. We're all there for the same reason. So it's like I can feel that. So I think that's one message I think that we want to convey.
Bit of camaraderie.
Now, memory in WoW. I'm trying to think of something
know.
ridiculously funny that's
I think-
happened. Oh, I got one. I got one.
I got good ones.
we were running Wailing Caverns or WC, and
Mythic WC.
yes.
We had like 6 people.
bro, yes, exactly.
People don't know that you
And-
can have 10 people in a group in class.
But they don't hardly give you any XP. But we had this is actually our man Omnitruth, who's another. He's actually he's like the secret member of Have No Fear. And
I know.
yes, he was. We had ended up pulling too many.
You pulled too much.
Yeah, and he was a druid, and he was in bear form, and it was just so hilarious because we were like, once we knew that we pulled too many people, we was like, all right, get out of here, and all you see is like Gyrus is just like running with in bear form, and he was like, whatever you do, whatever they say, I didn't do it.
You got hit right at the entrance.
It just dropped. It was so funny. I was
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
right. No matter what they say or
I
something like
didn't
that,
do it.
I didn't do it.
I don't know. I feel like my memories of 15 years of Warcraft, I would say the most defining moment, I was at his house. You were there that night.
Okay.
When my guild finally killed the Lich King.
No.
Yes.
I was actually
Oh, that was a good
bored
moment.
on my enhancement
That was a
shop.
good moment.
People who don't know
Oh.
D9, I love enhancement shops. Okay. The
That was a
elements
good
have
moment.
chosen me, and I will represent them as such. I cried when we killed the Lich King.
Wow.
Because
25,
that was
man.
like the second or third week, and I had finally got time to actually do it. And like, you know, I don't know if you. I'm sure everyone's at ICC, so you guys know how it works. You get them to 10%. You got to get them just to 10%, so you're like at 12%. It's like, yo, keep going. People dying, and you're just like, just 2 more percent.
And you get thrown off.
And you get thrown off the
Oh,
thing,
man.
man. Like, all your healers dying. It's just like you in the tank, and it's like, And then he goes into a cinematic, and you know you did it. I'm like, yes. And you get the Kingslayer title, so you can walk around town like.
That was a good moment. That was such
You
a
got the
good moment.
Kingslayer, you get to go anywhere. It was like all fast. But I remember that moment, like the whole Wrath of the Lich King expansion, fighting in the Trials of the Crusade, like that whole
Overpowered
thing.
Death Knights.
Overpowered Death
DKs.
Knights, yeah, that was right. That to me was crazy.
And your message for the Blizzard players.
I mean, it's to echo off what Dre said, but you know, it's we represent something different. So anybody that plays Blizzard games, we all come from different backgrounds, right? We represent something that is bigger than all of us, which is diversity. And we choose in our music to instead try to abuse the state of hip hop and how it is instead of mumble. We decide to represent our community because we care about it. We care about Blizzard games. We've been playing them since forever. And for us, we will not stop until people understand that gamers are really dope people too. So for everybody out there, just letting you know, we will continue to make sick hip hop with sample beats from different games. And you will listen to our lyrics, and as we get better, we will continue to represent the geeks and the nerds and the underdogs and the people that you know that don't have a voice out there that play games. Like, we're unique too. We're creative too, and we're just showing, you know, what you can do with hip hop and rap and R&B and stuff like that. So that's my message. We're here. We're the face of the new wave,
And they will never stop us.
They're not gonna stop us.
Johnny Adachi, you've been quiet this whole time.
I was gonna say I do have something to say and a funny moment. PvPing in the Serpent Spine. I had a hunter at the time. And we would just sit there and just camp all day.
Yeah, at the Serpent Spine.
Man.
Better hope you come well equipped.
Those was good moments. I just remember the PvP that went on. We would do it for hours.
Yo, they at the
BGs in
Serpent
between.
Spine, they
Like,
jumping
oh, they
us.
went?
All
All right, we'll be
cool. I'll be there.
Man, yeah, the PvP was like right then. It's like,
It was so.
yeah, my message to the fans and to people in the community, like, well, I have something to say about Overwatch in particular. Remember, you don't know who you're playing with. It's a team game.
Please, I don't even
Please. No, I'm playing. But for the entire Blizzard community, I think really just embrace each other, because you never know who you'll meet or who you're gaming with, and it's just a good time.
It's almost like it's almost like a fraternity. It's like when you know
It's like a
people
exclusive
within you know, the gaming culture or the gaming scene, the gaming community. I mean, you never knew. I mean, your paths might cross in the future. You like, we played online. It's like,
It's random when you get to see your playing with your favorite streamer or something. Like, oh snap, that's so and so. Like,
I've seen so many of my favorite streamers do this kind.
it's cool.
Yeah,
It's
was
cool
dope.
moments like that. So just, I don't know, be conscious and be an ambassador. There you go.
Embrace
Positive
dynamic.
stuff.
Being an ambassador.
There you go.
You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you meeting with me, and then, you know,
Thank you.
Thank you.
for everything and for your music, and I hope to see you at Blizzcon.
Well,
That'd be
we
dope.
hope to right. We hope to see y'all at Blizzcon. We hope that we can meet. You know, we hope that we can hang out with everybody.
One more year?
If you see us, you know,
Please
Have
come
no
say
fear.
hi. Come say
Yeah.
hi.
Have no fear. Come say hi.
Have no
What's up,
fear,
guys?
Exactly.
but definitely come say what's up to us.
Yeah,
We
just-
do not bite. Ha!
I was like, oh no.
What's your whore?
Yeah, let your horse
John-
stay away. We
John
love
looked
you.
at me like,
Uh-oh.
So what is the Alliance War cry?
Glory to Alliance.
Oh no.
okay, you
Glory
know,
be to Alliance.
real quick, check this out. So we went to the Blizzard compound. People don't know this. We went to the Blizzard compound,
You know.
and they asked us. One of the Blizzard guys who works for Blizzard. We were watching the trailer when Sylvanas jumped down. Remember? She's
Yeah.
like,
love that
That
part.
was sick. And we
love
were
that
like,
part.
then we laughed. We all laughed at Andrew, and he was like, "For the Alliance, for the Alliance." And we were like, "Oh,
The tear rolling
God."
I'm glad you Alliance.
We're
said
not gonna
that.
lie.
No, the acting is great. It's
He
just,
asked us. The Blizzard
funny.
employee asked
In
us. He
comparison.
was like, "So," he turned to us, and we were laughing at it just like that. So we just did. He was like, "What would you guys say?" We were like, "I wouldn't try to copy. I feel like they try to copy the Horde.
Yeah, that's
They
the
try
problem.
to copy the Horde,
Doesn't have the same
and they
feel.
try to make it like for the Horde, for the Alliance. I think the Alliance should have something different. It should be like how I like how Skyline said a lot. Glory to the Alliance. So he'll say,
Glory
give,
be it
give,
to the Alliance.
give glory to the Alliance.
Yeah,
Like we don't
okay.
have to have just a 2-part word. We can have a chant. They can have a word they say. We can have a chant. You know,
Like
they
the
can
whole
have
year,
a,
just walking through the place saying
you know,
that.
we can
Glory
have-
to the Alliance.
glory to the
They got
Alliance.
low tar too. That's not fair.
Yeah, saying they got like
Low
2
tar,
stuff.
bro.
That's why we
Look.
said blue and gold or give glory to the Alliance. You know, for the light, give
You
glory
guys
to
can't
the
win. I'm
Alliance.
sorry.
But it's hard. The Horde.
For the Horde.
For the Horde is so easy.
We're
It's
done.
so
That's
short.
it.
It's so
For the
short.
Horde.
Don't end it like that.
We're gonna make it this song now.
Coming?
No, wait, no, we gonna do that now.
All right.
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the
See
invite.
ya.
Thank you.
Peace.
Yeah. I'm changing my name from Mercy to Ruthless so it can be correct. Come on. The way I've been stacking these kill streaks, I should be in the Hall of Fame. You wouldn't even believe these obstacles I overcame. Steady on the grind. Pushing the payload. 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 Pushing that winnings on my mind. Hit the objective. Hit the objective. Hit the objective. Hit the objective. Let's go. I'm pushing the payload. Pushing the payload. I hit the objective. Pushing the payload. I'm pushing the payload. Hit the objective. I hit the objective. I'm pushing the payload. I'm pushing it, yeah. I'm hitting it, yeah. Pushing the payload. I'm hitting it. We getting it. Let's go. Yeah. Make some noise, Blizzcon. Have no fear. Huge hand. Have no fear. What up, Blizzcon?